Your Country 1039 KGRT, Lady A, and Need You Now.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
Yes, my friends, it's time for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market. And by the way, our sister station 98.7 going to be out at the Farmers and Market this Saturday morning, so stop by and say hi if you can. All right, let's get to it. Our question of the day, let's see. The finale season of 48 of Survivor was on the other night, and a show that's been on the air for 25 years. Yeah, 48 seasons. On Friday, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning will be in theater. That's, by the way, if you were counting, the 8th Mission Impossible movie. All right. With the first one being released nearly 30 years ago, and that's after, all the original TV show and stuff was on for 7 years as well. So my question for you today, because, at some point in time, there's a movie franchise or a TV show that will jump the shark. And if you don't know exactly what that means, it refers to an old Happy Days episode where they had a season finale where the Fonz was literally going to jump a shark, in his leather jacket. I remember it clearly because, I remember watching those shows. But then right after that, it's just kind of like, the show just kind of, fades off, I guess, into the distance, declined a little bit. So they created the term jumping the shark. So I ask you today, are there any movies or shows that you've stuck with through the years? Yeah, year after year, decade after decade. Are you still excited about seeing new stuff in these movies? Are you a Mission Impossible fan? Were you a Fast and Furious fan and you stuck with them despite the fact that they went to space one time? That was really weird. I know how that one dropped off for me for sure. Or is there a TV show that you have stuck with and watched all these years? I know I got a lot of people out there that love their soap operas as well, so I would think that one would count. But once again, are there any movies or shows that you've stuck with through year after year, decade after decade, and in fact are still excited to see new stories and new shows coming out? Yeah, that's a good one right there, because I'll be honest, my TV viewing has definitely changed. I haven't stuck with anything. I think the last one that I really stuck with that I watched from season premiere to season finale would probably be CSI. That was a really, really good one. The OG one in Las Vegas, right? That was probably one of the last ones. Was a big Doctor Who fan, but the last season or so has been like, I don't know about that stuff. I think they've definitely jumped the shark. But go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day today. Are there any movies or shows that you've stuck through year after year? 575-523-KGRT is the phone number. And, of course, you can leave your comments on our social media pages because we are live online right now. Our question of the day brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Okay. All right. Had one more button to press to make sure that we are good. So we are exclusively online right now. And, I'm looking for the answers. Are there any shows that you've stuck with throughout the years, through all of the episodes, good and bad, from season premiere to maybe not so season finale yet? Is it one of the reality shows? Have you watched all of the episodes of, say, American Idol, even when it switched networks? Are you a big game show fan? Oh, those were things that have been on forever sometimes. Or even would we count the news in these programs? Because I was a very avid 2020 watcher back in the day, although I don't remember what they had for their finale. Me and my dad, I know that we watched MASH a lot together, and I do remember that season finale. Phenomenal show. But anyway, series finale, I should say. So, are there any of your favorite shows, or pardon me, movie franchises that you've stuck with throughout the years? Like, I've seen every James Bond movie, and I think all of them are great. I think that was one. I'm very curious to see who the new James Bond is going to be. So as far as movies go, that would be one that I follow. And believe it or not, I have not seen all the Star Wars movies. There's one movie that I haven't seen, and I don't know if I'll ever watch it because too many people just went, oh, it's really bad. Yeah, even the Indiana Jones movies, I dropped off on the last one. It's just, I don't know what to say about that. Anyway, what about you? Are there any movies or shows that you've stuck with throughout the years, from season premiere to series finale, or movie franchises that you've stuck with and you've watched every single movie in them? So go ahead and let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, leave your comments down below. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see what's going on in and around the world. Excuse me. Had that big cough just sitting there for a while. Anyway, let's see. Some jurors in Diddy's trafficking trial are falling asleep during testimony. Apparently, not exciting enough for them. Yeah. NFL teams voted yesterday on whether or not to ban the tush push you just heard in our sports. The tush push is here for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Levi's is selling Dockers to the Authentic Brands group for $311 million. Levi's could make up to $391 million in the future based on Dockers' performance. Domino's Pizza is set to introduce a new high-protein dough. Ooh, the new crust will only be available overseas. Oh, darn. Yeah, I guess in Korea, customers can get a healthier pizza option with this new dough. Hopefully, North American Domino's will introduce this in Canada and America soon. Let's see. Kermit the Frog will deliver the University of Maryland commencement address for the class of 2025. Yes, I actually look forward to this because I will follow the words and the wisdom of Kermit the Frog. And maybe a little rainbow connection in there. I'm just saying, Kermit, just an idea for the speech. And Jim Irsay, the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, has passed away at the age of 65. He was known for his love of the game and also a vocal advocate for mental health and addiction awareness. He's donated millions to help others in that way. And so I'm sure the Indianapolis Colts, I'm not sure how the ownership thing is going to go, but yeah, they'll figure that one out. So rest in peace, Jim Irsay. Once again, I am looking for answers for our question of the day today, and that is simply, are there any movies or shows that you've stuck with year after year, right? From, say, on TV shows, from series premiere to, series finale. And I think of like some of the classics that I remember from series finales that I watched and shows that I watched from beginning to end. Friends was definitely another one. In fact, I used to hang out and watch Friends with my friends, which was always interesting there. I'll try to remember some of the other shows because there's lots of season finales that I remember, but there could be some shows that I haven't watched or I missed some parts of the season because I just wasn't doing anything. Quantum Leap, remember that one? I think I watched every single Quantum Leap that there was there in there as well. But yeah, are there any shows that you've stuck with through the years or movie franchises as well? Like I said, I'm a big fan of the James Bond. A little 007 is always a good thing, and very curious to see who's going to be the new 007 because, the last guy, he was pretty good. He was pretty good. Yeah. So curious to see how they're going to go off with that one. But what about you? What shows or movie franchises have you followed throughout the years and are actually looking forward to getting some new stuff? They haven't quite jumped the shark yet, as they say. Let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.